Hey guys, what's up? How's it going? Welcome to week number 29, I believe it is, of the dividend investing case study with Wealthsimple Trade. If you guys are new to the channel, I'll just explain really quickly what this is and what we've done here. So this is a portfolio that I've built completely from scratch on this YouTube channel, where every single week I put a little bit of money, usually around $100 or so, into a dividend-based portfolio, and we've grown it over time. And if you guys are interested in watching those older videos, I'll link to the playlist in the description of the video where you can watch them completely from scratch when we first started this case study. But basically what we've been doing, like I said, is every single week we've been putting a little bit of money into the portfolio. We're buying 100% dividend stocks and growing the portfolio over time, and I'm just kind of documenting my journey, documenting how things are going. So just to show you guys how easy it is to start getting started with investing and earning money with dividend stocks and whatnot. So check out the older videos if you guys haven't already. And this week and last week I kind of changed things up. I kind of switched things around where when I first started the case study, I was putting like $100 ish around there per week into the case study, but I've really kind of like upped it up, and I'm basically putting all the free cash I have, and you'll see that already, like within the last 2 weeks, I've already jumped it up quite a bit. So the account is really it's going to start to grow over the next little while. And it's going to be interesting to see how, like once we really start upping it up, how quickly things will compound and grow and whatnot. So let's jump over to the dividend investing spreadsheet where you can kind of look up some numbers, and then I'll go over the portfolio and talk about some of the shares I bought previously this week and talk about some of the shares I'm going to be buying for this week. Alright guys, so I'm inside my investing spreadsheet and I've added a few things to the spreadsheet. Keep in mind that this dividend portfolio is split into two kind of mini portfolios. One is all dividend stocks and one is REIT and real estate. So they're in the same portfolio, so to speak. It's part of the same case study, but I kind of separated them just so, because they do have a lot of different REITs and stuff like that. And I just want to see how they perform kind of independently of each other. So we'll go over the dividend stocks first, and then we'll jump over to the REIT stock and check those out, and I'll show you guys what I'm going to be buying and whatnot. So, but anyways, here, I hope you guys can see the spreadsheet pretty clearly. I've added a few things to it. I'm trying to add more useful information as time goes on. If there's anything you think you guys want to see in here, just let me know. So the first thing we're going to cover is the dividend earns, and here is basically where I've kept track of all our dividends we've earned since we started investing with the case study. And you can see here that on the right side we also have the monthly contribution. So I thought this was pretty smart to include this so you guys can see how much money I'm actually putting into this portfolio on a regular basis. And keep in mind that these monthly contributions, like up until about June, they're not 100% accurate, because some weeks I was putting like $110, some weeks I put $120, but I do have the total contributions here, so you can see the total contributions on the right side. I felt like it was important to add that so you guys can see how much I'm actually putting in total, and then you guys can see how much dividends I've earned in total, which is about $33 as of right now, and I just updated it for today. So, but anyways, let's check out the months here so you guys can see here when I first started the case study, we had 44 cents, then we got up to $1 in dividends. We got up to $4, then $5, then $7, then $12, almost $13 under 6 months, and month 7 in July so far, I think we only got like 1 or 2 dividends. So we're pretty much waiting to the end of the month to come, and we should get quite a few for July. I know June is always the big month because it's like the end of the second quarter, but July should still be a pretty solid month. And if we really jumped up with putting our contributions up, we should, in theory, see like a lot of the dividends. We should start to really see this number start to raise. And of course, yes, we are taking all the dividends and we're reinvesting them back in and buying more stocks, because that's how you get that compound interest growing, right? And like I said earlier, total dividends earned is $33. Total portfolio earnings, this is including the REIT portfolio and the dividend portfolio, is $53 in dividends. So we're already at like $53 in total. Total contributions, like I said, was $2,420, and then total current value is $3,302. And we'll go over in just a second. I'll jump back to Wealthsimple Trade, and we'll go over and talk about the portfolio right now. So over the past day, it looks like the tax-free savings account, which is where my dividends are in, is down about 0.12%. Over the course of 1 week, we are up $6. So that means over the past week, stocks have risen. We're up about 0.19%, I guess. And over the course of the last month, the stock market went up a little bit. We were up 1.39%, which equals $44. And over the last 3 months, we are up 6%, which is quite a bit, actually, which is $197. So stocks have went up 6.16% in the past 3 months. So that's pretty substantial when you think about it. And over the course of 1 year, since we first started this portfolio, we are down about 0.51%. So not too bad. Keep in mind, most of these stocks in this dividend portfolio, some of them are US, some of them are Canadian based. So there's a good mix of the two. So yeah, hopefully that helps you guys out. And here's the actual portfolio itself. I'm not going to dive too much into these because you guys, I mean, I don't think it's worth it to talk about all the different picks in every single video. But you know, for Canadian stocks, I got a lot of bank stocks. We have some energy and oil stocks like Enbridge. We have Manulife. We have what was it, Sliveria Corp. We have, you know, Shaw Communications. We have TD. The main ETFs for this portfolio, I do have some random ETFs in here, but the main ones I'm focused on right now are XHD for US stocks, and I'm really trying to get like the bulk of our portfolio in US stocks. I want to get it up to like maybe 30-40% US stocks, and then maybe have like 30-40 is Canadian stocks, and have the rest like just random stocks I want to pick kind of thing. So XHD is an ETF that's US stocks, and the other one we want to really build out is VDY, which is a Vanguard Canadian high dividend yield ETF. This is predominantly Canadian stocks, and we have about 16%. So we definitely want to add more more shares of that to the portfolio and add more of XHD. And before we go into the trades for this week, I have $100 right here that we're gonna buy some stocks. I'm just gonna go over my activities, so basically my trades for the past couple weeks, because like basically whenever I have free cash, I've been putting in the portfolio and I've been buying shares. Because I really want to, like I said, I really want to jump it up and earn as much as we can. So we'll go to tax-free savings account. We'll go to, I guess it would be buys would be the right one. And then I'll just show you guys the buys for the past couple days or past week or so. So I think for last week I ended right here. Last week I bought some VDY, I bought some XHD, I bought a share of Manulife, and then my main focus for last week was just buying the XHD and VDY, and once again that's going to be the focus for this week because I want to make them the bulk of the portfolio, and right now they're kind of like 15-20%, so I want to get them a little bit higher. But basically I bought some shares of VDY, XHD, I bought some Shaw shares, I bought 2 shares of Shaw, I've also bought a share of RNW, which is TransAlta Renewables. Which is a pretty good stock actually, and so that's basically what I bought in the past week or so, randomly throughout the week kind of thing. I basically just every single day I check my account for free money, I throw it in the portfolio, and then I just buy whatever I think I need. And right now, like I said, it's mostly the 2 ETFs. So for this week we're going to do the same thing. We'll go to XHD here, and I'm going to buy about, I think, 2 shares. I'm going to buy about 2 shares of XHD, or yeah, we'll get about 2 shares here. Because once again, I want to be putting more of my money into these to build up the percentage of the portfolios. And we'll put that in. And it'll be $52 Canadian. And then I'm going to buy like another share or 2 of VDY. Maybe like 1 share of VDY. It is $30 Canadian, so I don't even think I can buy 2 shares. So buy 1 share of VDY here. You guys can see here that this is 16% of my portfolio, and this currently we're down negative 2.5%. But like I said, we did build this portfolio. We kind of just started it before the market crash, so a lot of our stocks are down, right? So mind you, if we did buy like throughout the crash, so it's kind of balanced out in the end. At the end of the day, that's kind of like how it works. As long as you keep investing on a regular basis, right? Things kind of just balance out in the end. And long term, that's what we're going to be doing. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. Go back down. And I think we're at, did we buy a share of that? I just want to double check to make sure that actually went through. Activity, VDY, we did buy a share, okay. So for our, there we go, tax-free savings account, we have $48. What do you want to buy with $48? Or did that go through? I don't even know if that actually went through. It's kind of weird, eh? No, currently not available, able to trade 48K. Alright, let's buy, I wouldn't mind buying another bank stock, but I just don't think I have enough. Like, the bank stocks are way too expensive. We should have bought one before. Let's see here. I bought some Shaw, so I don't really want Shaw. I could still buy some more Manulife. Enbridge might also be a good buy right now. Enbridge is an interesting stock right now because they have, like, their dividend yield is so high, right? But they're kind of like I don't know, like they definitely have a lot of like over leverage, like, but they are a growing company and they do make good money. It's just kind of one of those interesting things. I think I might buy a share of Enbridge here just to kind of balance it out here. So let's buy one. Oh, you know what I did, guys? I bought in the wrong portfolio. That's what I did. I just noticed that right now. That's why that. So I'll see if I can transfer. I don't know if I can transfer between portfolios, but we'll see what we can do with that, because I think I bought it with the other portfolio, so that's why it did that. Let's go switch over to my personal account here, and I think that's what I did. I clicked on the wrong one. Yeah, it looks like, yeah, I did. So we'll sell VDY right here. We'll just sell it really quickly here. You guys can see how this works. Yes, personal. Sell one share. Get out of there. Form. Whoops. Done. And there we go. So I put in the wrong portfolio. That was my bad, guys. Sorry about that. That's why I was so confused about that. We'll go back in the tax-free savings account. I don't think I have anything else. We have $9, $10. I don't think I have stocks for anything for $10 here. So we'll just save it for next week or when I do my next deposit. So that's the dividend portfolio. I don't think we have any dividends. We'll take a quick little peek here. I'll go filter. We'll go dividends for tax-free savings account, which is my dividend stocks. And it looks like we haven't gotten, the only ones for July we've gotten was ZWC and Severia Corp. So once again, towards maybe like next week, we should start to see some of the dividends trickle in, but most of them do come in June, July, August. So like they do kind of come in at the beginning of August there. So that's it for the dividend portfolio, guys. That's what I'm buying for this week, and that's what I bought over the course of the week. Let's jump into the REIT stocks and take a peek and see how they're doing. Alright, so I'm zoomed into the spreadsheet for the REIT portfolio. Once again, guys, this is part of the same case study. This is all together. I just kind of keep them separate so that I can kind of keep my REITs performing separate, and I can easily manage them and look at them and whatnot. But this is a REIT portfolio, as you guys can see. We started this a little bit later than the dividend investing portfolio. We started the dividend one in January. We started this one in March. So I started buying REITs, which is real estate stocks, in March. And here's kind of the earnings over the past couple months. We have $1.29 in dividends, $2.28, $4.36, $6. In July was $5. And I think we should start to see more dividends over time, since REITs generally pay more dividends than dividend stocks. But it's interesting. It's going to be interesting to see how things go. And we put $800 for this this month so far, July so far, into this portfolio. And we're trying to balance it. I put about the same into each portfolio. So I guess that's $1,600 in total. And total dividends earned is just shy under $20. Total contributions is $2,380, and then total value here is $2,292. And we'll jump into Wealthsimple Trade here and take a peek at the portfolio. And this is in my personal account. At some point in time, I probably will transfer these into a tax-free savings account, depending on what I want to actually stick in there towards the end of the year. Because I do think at the end of the year, I will actually hit my, I was doing some calculations and some numbers, and I might actually hit my contribution limit towards the end of the year. It'll be close, but I think I might, so we'll have to think about that later. But anyways, here's our personal account, our REIT stocks. We have 2,293, like I said. Over the course of one day, we are up 1.47%, so our REITs have gone up over the past day. Over the course of 1 week, we are up 0.89%. Over the course of 1 month, we are up 0.73%, so not much over the course of 1 month, about evenish. And over the past 3 months, we are up 4.14%, which is $91. Over the course of 1 year, we're up 0.6, and all time, we are up $13. So we're just kind of, both of these portfolios are kind of like right on the even, right? Like they're like one day if I log in, they'll be up, one day they'll be down, kind of thing. Like they're just barely breaking even. But once those dividends start to kind of building up, we should see like it kind of go in the positive, especially if the stock market continues to go up. I have to wait and see, but kind of interesting, right? Here's the portfolio. So the first stock we have is Brookfield Property Partners, BPY. That's one we've been buying over the past couple of weeks. We have H&R REIT. We have RioCan, of course. We have CI First Asset Canadian REIT. This is one I bought a while ago. Haven't bought that one for a while, so I might buy a couple shares today. VDY. Is this the VDY that I put in there? Didn't I sell this? I thought I sold this. I did, so it just didn't go through yet. Okay. So we'll have to wait on that to go through. VRE here, so this, just ignore this VDY, that's not supposed to be in there. VRE, XRE, and then ZRE. These are just different REIT ETFs at the bottom here. And once again, with this portfolio, I want to make the bulk of it into an ETF, so that we're buying the overall market, and then we can double and dabble with a little bit of the leftover we have. And the two big ETFs I want to buy for this portfolio is VRE and then XRE. XRE is at the bottom here. So once again, we'll be buying a bunch of shares of this. But before we go into that, I just want to show you guys the shares I've been buying over the past couple weeks. And once again, it's going to be more or less the same. Let's go into buys. Let's go into personal account. Now, once again, it's going to be more the ETFs and then a couple individual shares here and there. So July 15th was the last dividend investing update. So, and 21st I bought VRE, XRE. I did buy a little bit of Brookfield. I bought a little bit of RioCan. And once again, I did buy a little bit of XRE again. So that's pretty much what we're going to be doing today. I'm not going to buy Brookfield today, but I will buy my ETFs first. So we'll go into here and we'll buy some XRE. I'm going to buy 2 shares of XRE, I think. And keep in mind, we'll have to wait for VDY to sell before we are going to be able to use that money. So I'll check throughout the day, and we'll probably just be putting that into one of the ETFs. I'll probably be put it into probably ZRE or VRE at some point in time. So I'll buy maybe 2 shares. REITs are nice and cheap, so we can always buy a bunch of them, which is kind of nice. So let's buy 2 shares of that. Confirm the order. Send them into the account. And you guys can see, like, we're really just racking it up and trying to really go crazy with the dividends and reinvest them. And what else do we have here? $21. We can probably buy, wouldn't mind buying some H&R REIT. I haven't bought that for a while. Or let's buy some of this first class asset REIT. I haven't bought that for a little while either. And this is 9% of a portfolio. It's actually up 5%, which is pretty decent. We'll buy, I guess we could buy like 1 share. And we'll see what we have left over. I don't think we'll have anything left over to buy, but we might be able to buy H&R REIT. We'll have to see. It's pretty cheaply priced at like $10 a share or so. We'll have to see. No, we have $8, so not quite, almost, but not quite. That's okay. When we get our dividends over the next couple weeks, so we put more money in, we'll just use it up then, kind of thing. So that's a REIT-based portfolio. I don't think we have any real dividends once again. Like, it's kind of funny, we haven't gotten dividends for a while, but over the next week or 2 we should get quite a bit. I'll just bring it up here just to see. And the only ones we got for July was H&R REIT at the beginning of the month for $1.63, ZRE at the beginning of the month for $1.27, and then RioCan gave us a nice dividend, $2.28. So those are the only ones so far. So nothing new over the past little while, but that's completely fine. And last but not least, in terms of referrals, guys, I just want to say a big thank you to everybody who uses my link. I put my link in the description of the video, so if you guys do want to get started with Wealthsimple Trade, check the description of this video. If you guys use the Wealthsimple Trade link, you'll get $10 when you trade 100 stocks. Also get $10. And if you guys want to use Wealthsimple Invest, I think you have to put in $500 and you get $50. And I'll get $50 as well. So it just depends on what you guys want to use. It's up to you guys, but you get free money, so you might as well use it. And I just want to say a quick thank you to Stefan, Paul, and Benjamin for using my link over the past week. Thank you very much, guys. But other than that, guys, I think that's pretty much it. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section. I know there's not too much exciting stuff for this week, no dividends or nothing like that, but I just wanted to give you guys a quick little update for the portfolio. And yeah, so let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Be sure to give the video a big like if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to the channel if you guys want to see more updates. So thanks for joining me here today, guys. Thanks for watching. Take care and have a good day.